Hello, good evening, or whatever time it is that you are watching this. Welcome to Holding Space Sunday. We haven't done, or I haven't done one of these in a hot minute, so it's been a long time. It's so interesting because a couple of things have come up in the recording as I came to do this recording. So I had found a meditation a couple of days ago, which is focusing around fall and the change in season. And I thought that would be really great for Holding Space Sunday. So I've gone ahead and recorded that. And as I was doing it, it became really apparent that it's even a better meditation for equinox. So, spoiler alert, I'm going to attach the meditation for this fall equinox feeling to this Holding Space Sunday, just because I didn't want to just come up here and do a card read for Holding Space, but wanted to, you know, kind of go back to what the original meaning of holding space was. Um, it was to be on Sundays, kind of at the end of our week, preparing us for our week ahead, just offering us some calm and silence. So that's why there was always a meditation attached to it, as well as a card read. So, yeah, it's really about holding space for ourselves in this. So we like to focus on getting ourselves in the best calm, centered, meditative kind of state. And just taking a look at the end of the week and seeing what the cards have to say about how, where we are and where we're headed for the week. That was always my purpose with it, and I'm going to try to continue that forward. So every Sunday there will be a meditation, but just so you know, if you go to do the equinox meditation, it's going to be the same as the one tonight, just because it just seems to be more appropriate for that. But then I didn't want to leave Holding Space Sunday without a meditation. So, first, as we always do, we're going to take a look at the cards. I'm kind of winging it tonight. I don't really have a plan for Holding Space. It's just that I kind of wanted to reintroduce it as one of my shows on YouTube. Um, and so eventually we'll just see where it goes from there. We'll keep trying to do them every Sunday. Initially, I also planned it as kind of like a place to do a live. But the thing is, if you do with a live, then it's tough. Well, we can do a meditation, but you're just stuck staring at me. So, anyway, um, yeah, we're just going to wing it, see what the cards have to say, do a meditation. And the goal overall with it is for us to, again, hold some space for ourselves, for some rest and rejuvenation. And then again, that also is about holding space for the collective and others, right? We're getting ourselves into a good alignment so we can help others. All right, let's take a look at the cards. The first up, we have the Wizard of Awareness. So lots of good mythical spirals going on in there. Spirals, interesting, sometimes relate back to portals and things like that. So I feel like we're just, again, it's kind of the same broken record thing I've been saying for the last few weeks is like it's about the awareness of what's going on around us. And if you look, he's kind of doing the deep thought kind of thing. So being the observer and just kind of questioning and scrutinizing everything. But the most important thing heading into this week is just for us to keep our awareness of what is happening out there. Just watching, just waiting. We also got solitude. So, yeah, it just seems like it's funny too because the biggest reason that I was going to do holding space today was the message from the week was that we need to be more aware of being a little bit restful that week, taking time for ourselves. So we're still in that period of solitude and rest, but keeping our eye on what's going on. Um, so we're still in that. We'll see what the card has to say for tomorrow for the weekly read. And then interesting enough, we got talisman. So yeah, it's interesting because a talisman is like a spiritual marker for us that comes in and is like we use it as our guiding thing. It can be a crystal, it's many different things. Piece of nature, rock, leaf. Funny, it's a lot of leaves in the meditation. But it guides our spiritual way. It's some sort of tool or sign that we see that guides our way. So it's just reminding us that the signs and symbols are coming in for us. So keep awareness, keep looking for those things. So as much as we're aware of the outside world, we need to be aware of kind of our inside world and the symbols and symbology that's coming to us. And it might just also like mean if you don't have a talisman, you might want to get one. It's just something to have that connects you back instantly, and is you can use it in meditation. You can use it just in general. Like, so I have one of my stones, and then I always carry this crystal around too. I use crystals for talisman, but you can use any object, metal, jewelry, like I said, pieces of nature. Yeah. And then when those things also start appearing within your day-to-day life, it's talismans are also, like I said, they guide our spiritual way. So we're just kind of getting the little thing of make sure you're paying attention and you're aware because the signs and symbols are coming in. All right, so I'm just gonna do the pathway cards here just to see what else, what energy are we dealing with heading into this new week. Okay. It's funny, like you can choose many different decks, right? I never, it's rare I use the same in the same week. I think, okay. So, but the theme continues to be a bit of the same, which is fine. Like, we're not expected like week to week it's going to shift and change so much. Sometimes it may take several weeks or months to get things done on this path. So, first step is discovering truth. We've been over this a few times. Things are still coming in, being revealed in all the facets of our life. So everything from our true nature and why we're here to what's going on this planet, etc., etc. So it says, you stand in the light of truth. I would say too that that's definitely a thing about making sure that, yeah, again, using discernment as things come out, and just knowing that the only truth we accept for self is that's coming in the light, so that and that it resonates with us. Again, if it's not resonating or it's not your truth, move on. We also got overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. Yeah, again, it's funny because it's even coming up in readings with clients. We're still having a lot of self-doubt, and struggling is the word I keep hearing. I know I've used the word myself in the last month or two. So it's just, keep persevering, right? This one's the good ones, like the sword and the stone. Um, Again, the sword and the stone, if I remember correctly, it wasn't just about that there was only one person that could pull it out, but they had to be true of heart. So it's it's just directing us to that piece of like, continue to be true to yourself and true to your heart, and know that you are good enough. You deserve all of the riches that are coming and you can do this, right? So we also got, choose your path. All is possible. It's just spirit reminding you, like, the destiny is like over those mountains, and you will get through it. Interesting. And our last card is Mystic Healer. Healing energy flows through you. So, yeah, definitely. It's using, and no one else is here to heal us. No one else is here to awaken us. We are not here to heal others or awaken others unless we have their like permission or they've asked for it, right? But again, this is just asking us to really, we've got to be stepping into that energy of our true nature, which is that we are healers, we are mystical, we are magic, we are powerful. So it's interesting because a good portion of this meditation that's attached is about kind of stoking up those, sorry, my nose really itchy, those beliefs and in ourselves. So this is a great way to restart Holding Space Sunday because it is a continuation of like a lot of, like I said, the last few weeks, all the reads have sound the same. It's the same messaging coming through, but it's probably because I'm reading weekly rather than reading. It was 11/11 when I said that, so we know it's confirmed. Um, it's it is taking longer time, so things seem similar from week to week because again we're going to head through big shifts. Again, I think this equinox probably is going to be a new energy shift. So I will do a separate equinox reading and then attach the same meditation you're about to see. So yeah, and then we'll see what the cards have to say for the week. But for tonight, for your, I always say too, like, sorry, it's like really itchy. I've heard other people say like when you're on to something and spirit makes your nose itchy. But so I guess I'm on to something. Anyway, um, the other intent of Holding Space Sunday is that I would like, that it's kind of like a practice, like a, for lack of a better word. And the reason it's on Sunday is because it's like a church or um, keeping you in line with your meditation. Like if you only get one meditation a week, then maybe that's what this is about. But it is about also us like working on holding space for ourselves, not just for our emotional and spiritual and mental body, but holding space for the spiritual body that wants to come in so that we start to work with the energies and we become this mystic healer that we are. So it's a great way to restart it. All right. I had trouble picking the third deck, but I ended up ultimately on the Flora and Fauna Enchanted Blossoms, which is dragon, energy, and nature. So just want three, they're just one word, but I want three cards for what our focus of prayer and meditation and rest should be for tonight. There, so we'll take them. Oh, interesting. The first one up is dreams. So whether that's that tonight you put into practice a little bit of manifestation work about the dreams you'd like to see coming into your life, or as you're, now my ears are itching, that's money. Here, I'll scratch it. I need money. Just kidding. No, I mean, it's not going to hurt to have money, but anyway, dreams. Paying attention to our dreams tonight. Although I gotta say, if I'm paying attention to my dreams, I don't know what they mean because they're sometimes so, like, whew, I can't even describe them half the time. And then when I wake up, I'm like, I don't really know if I can even interpret that seriously. Dang. Okay, that's fine. Money. Anyway, okay, dreams. Paying attention to your dreams tonight. And if not, the sort of flip side of that is do a little bit of manifestation work. So even just jotting down three things you're grateful for that you have right now and three things that you'd like to bring in. Because we also got luck. So yeah, if you didn't buy a lottery ticket, there's no lottery tonight in Canada, I don't think. Anyway, luck is coming in. So it's helping with this manifestation. So yeah, definitely do some manifestation work, or if you dream of something and it's really resonates with you, is put the energy of luck into that and be like, I'm manifesting that. It's not like I'm going to, I am manifesting that. And then the last one, which is I think a great way to start our Holding Space Sunday, is compassion. Again, like I said, holding space is designed to be something for us individually so that we can do our work, we can be at peace in prayer and meditate, kind of our version of church on Sundays. No, this year. Jeez. Okay. Anyway, um, gosh, they keep making me lose track with that, but it's like pretty funny. Anyway, compassion for self. And I know sometimes, like when we say that, and then it's like, but that's so selfish. And I'll always go back to the analogy as you, as a soul and a spirit and a human being, we cannot go out to the greater world and help other people, even if they're our children or our pets, or if we're not in alignment and we're not in a good place, we we might be helping, but we're operating from a place that could be detrimental to our own health because we're ignoring, right? We're becoming that wounded healer. We're just giving and helping others, but we have no gas in the tank. We're completely depleted. And then it just, it with a gas, let's use a car, for example. You don't change the oil in that, and you just run it around and run it around. It's going to quit on you. And the body is not any different. And the soul is not any different. And the mind is not any different. So we have to be giving compassion and love to ourselves first, right? First, love yourself is like, I was just working on my chakra course this weekend, and I completely forgot I wrote this, but I think it's in heart chakra, which is love, is that first love yourself is the key to enlightenment. If, again, we can't get to those higher levels if we're not in a good alignment. So the focus of this Holding Space Sunday is definitely kind of just like it's like a restarter for us. So put some gas in your tank, put some oil in your engine, do some prayer, do some meditation, have some compassion for yourself, um, do some manifestation work, and we'll get this going. We'll get this going again. So I'm glad that this got to be the purpose of Holding Space Sunday. And I'm looking forward to continuing these moving forward through the winter. It's much easier for me to get them done in the winter because, during the day you're not doing much. In the summer, you're out and about, and I get home and it's too late to do anything. So I was really glad and grateful to be able to get this done today. Excellent. Okay, so to follow in a few minutes is a meditation. It will be, like I said, the same meditation I put up for equinox. So you can either do this tonight, or wait till equinox, or do it two times in the week here coming up. It's definitely not going to hurt. Like we said, we're still in this phase of needing to rest and relax, do our work, but not be inundated um, with it, and just like really getting into the flow and going with the flow. So that is Holding Space Sunday for this week. We will see you for the read tomorrow, and then equinox. I'm probably missing something else this week, like I did last week, but that's okay. So take care of yourselves, breathe, rest, meditate, sleep, dream. I love you. Good night. Beginning, as we always do, finding yourself in a comfortable position, slowing your breath, closing your eyes, and then breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth 3 times. Imagine walking through a forested area. It is a crisp, warm fall day. The sun above sparkles a bright white light across the sky. The sky is a soft turquoise blue. All around you are the trees, and they are in their state of change. Colors of red, orange, yellow, brown, and a few remaining green. Beneath your feet, the soft crunch of leaves is the only sound you hear. Breathe, rest, and feel lighter. As you walk along, you approach a tree with leaves that have primarily changed to shades of red. Sitting down at the base of the tree with your back resting against the trunk, focusing your gaze up on a single red leaf. Red, the color of fire and heat. It represents extremes, often extremes in emotion like fear and anger. Think about something or some time where this emotion spread through you like wildfire. Focus now upon the leaf and give over any anger or fear that you are holding on to. Observe now as this leaf detaches from the tree and slowly descends to the ground. This is symbolic of our letting go of this emotion and situation. Breathe and release. Standing now and walking to the next tree, we find a tree of orange leaves. Again, sitting beneath it and focusing upon a single orange leaf. Orange represents our creativity. Think of a way in which you may block or stifle your creativity. Place that energy within the orange leaf, and again notice as it floats down, allowing you to release the block. As the leaf settles among the many below, release and resolve to create once more. Breathe and release. Standing once again, we now walk to the next tree, this time filled with yellow leaves. Again, we take a seat, focusing attention to a single yellow leaf. Yellow stands in representation of enlightenment. We sometimes stand in our own way, either letting our ego or cowardice block our progress to true enlightenment. Allow this leaf now to fall, floating through the air, landing softly upon the ground, releasing any block you have to finding your true self. Breathe and feel the light now illuminating within you. Standing once again, walking now to a tree that is almost empty of all leaves. Only a few remain, brown in color. Again, sitting and connecting your back with the trunk of the tree. Brown is the color of being down to earth, feeling stability and security. Once again, focusing on a single leaf, think of ways that you sometimes sabotage your own stability and leave yourself feeling insecure and fearful. Breathe and observe as this leaf gently cascades down to the earth. Place your hands amongst the pile of brown leaves, connecting to earth, feeling grounded and secure in Mother Earth's embrace. letting go of all insecurities and fears. Breathe and release. Standing again, walking forward, a tree with only one single green leaf high up in the tree. This tree invites us to come close. This time, rather than sit, we are encouraged to envelop the trunk in a deep hug. The tree whispers in our ear, I am your connection to nature and harmony. The seasons must change, just as life does. As this cycle is important, do not fear for what is lost, and realize that all will soon be green again. Now that you have done a brilliant job of releasing the old and what is no longer serving you, I encourage you to prepare for winter. Gather wood from my trees in the forest and prepare to warm yourself. As you breathe in, the single green leaf turns before you to yellow, then orange, then red, and finally brown, releasing itself softly and falling to the ground. Breathe and release. Breathe and rest. Walking now through the forest, we come into a clearing surrounded by trees. Now is the time to gather what will be needed for winter. Approaching first the mighty oak, a symbol of courage and power, known as the king of the forest, we gather the kindling from the ground. Oak trees are like our spirit guides and provide comfort and solace. As you gather each piece of wood, think of ways that you can add courage, power, and comfort to your life. Breathe and feel the solace. Next, we come upon a beautiful birch tree. Birch symbolizes new beginnings. Native Americans used birch for many things, from shoes to healing. As you gather branches from the ground, visualize ways to plant new beginnings for the spring. Breathe and envision anything new you wish to bring into your life. Next, we come upon a tall and magical elm tree, representing our intuition and inner strength. As you gather kindling from beneath the tree, think of ways that you can listen to and trust your intuition. How will you increase your inner strength? Elms are often connected with the fairies, which now surround you and help you to tap into your magic and your intuition. Breathe, connect into your inner knowing and your strength. Next, we walk up to a majestic maple. This strong and steady tree represents balance and having promise in life. In better terms, it is creating abundance. As these trees produce maple syrup, they come to represent an important food source, thus representing success and abundance to the Native Americans. As you gather the wood, envision ways that you can create more abundance in your life. Not always material, it may be from a simple organic source like the maple syrup that you can make the richest things happen within your life. Breathe, dream, and manifest. And finally, coming upon the steadfast cedar tree. Even as you approach, you can smell the fragrant cedar aroma. This tree is representative of healing and cleansing. Gather the wood and think about ways to bring better health, healing, and cleansing into your home, into your body, and into your mind and spirit. As you gather the pieces, breathe in deeply and feel a cleansing taking place. Walking now through the forest with your bundle of wood, you come upon a small cabin within the woods. Entering, you feel its coziness and comfort. This cabin represents your heart chakra, building the fire in the hearth of the fireplace. This fire you will create and stoke to keep throughout this winter, to warm you and to comfort you through the coldest season. As it begins to gather in size, it begins to warm and soothe. These flames will eternally burn through the winter, filled with power, courage, healing, and cleansing, balance, abundance, intuition, and inner strength, full of dreams of new beginnings and things to come. Come back to your heart center and stoke this fire often throughout the winter to carry you through. Breathe and relax. And now, just resting here, breathing slowly and calmly, feeling warmth, safety, and security, feeling the love within your heart, taking in again 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Then slowly bringing yourself and your awareness back into your space of meditation and into your body, feeling grounded and connected with Mother Gaia, yet remaining connected to Source through our crown chakra. And then we merge both points within our heart center, where the energy of love and light expands and blooms within the heart. And taking in one final nice big deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then when you feel back in your body and in your space, safe, secure, and loved, you may open your eyes.